So most of you guys are probably aware that I talk about ADA and Shiba Inu more than anything else on the channel. And that doesn't mean I don't have other things. It doesn't mean I'm not bullish on the other tokens as well. But it's because I think that these two have some pretty insane potential as we get into this market cycle. And right now, I'm seeing a very similar sentiment to what I was seeing in ADA now with Shiba Inu. It's a mixed bag. Some people are very bullish. Some people are very much defeatist and are saying, oh my gosh, it hasn't done anything for a long time. But it feels so incredibly similar to what we experienced right before the big pop. And there's a couple things I need to show you guys. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It will keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. First of all, looking at Shiba Inu, we're kind of in the same place as yesterday. That's where most of the market is at right now. A modest move to the upside in terms of BTC, not much taking place here. And now we're going into a weekend. We'll obviously see what the weekend brings. Do we continue to have this excitement? Do we have a little bit of cool down? And I have to say, in terms of Shiba Inu right now, we're doing that same thing again. Just banger ahead, banger ahead, banger ahead. We're building so much pressure right now. You guys can see even the lows are climbing, that there's going to be a point where it pops. Okay. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice, but if I was a betting man, I would say 99.9% chance that it's probably going to pop from here. And I want to show you guys why this is. So when we look at volume right now, volume is the biggest thing you need to actually move prices. And right now, what we're seeing with Shiba Inu is an insane amount of volume. All right. Not the high of what it could be. We've seen days with multiple billions of dollars worth of trading volume in terms of Shiba Inu. But right now we're having consistent days of over $500 million. That we had a $649 million day over the last 24 hours. And you guys can see that usurps Avalanche, Toncoin, Tron, basically anything around where Shiba Inu is at, it's outpacing in terms of volume. That's a very important time, except for Sui. Sui's been kind of doing its own thing. There's a lot of FOMO going on with it right now because it has been surging up. But you guys get the point. Shiba Inu has a lot of movement right now. It's a lot of this pressure, right? You have a lot of movement inside a very tight space, and there's going to be an explosive move. And right now, what we see with Shiba Inu is a lot of the same things we've seen before big movements in the past. We have the accumulation by long-term holders. You have whales kind of shuffling and doing their thing. In fact, the last 2 days, whales have kind of bought back a little bit of what they've dumped. They're kind of regretting their decision to dump from a few days ago. And what we're also seeing right now is these worldwide optics are increasing. Okay, we are now at the highest point that we have been at since like May. May is that kind of recovery point before Shiba Inu's really started its correction down, right? As Shiba Inu started to climb back. And frankly, if we look at what took place back here, we kind of are in a similar spot as to what took place in the early part of December, or even before Shiba Inu made its nice surge here, right? So when we look back at those times, it feels oddly reminiscent to that. Okay, we had Shiba Inu start to work its way out of a correction, right? Very, very similar move, working its way out of a correction. Nice little spike up, correction down, spike up, correction down. And right now, Shiba Inu is doing exactly what it did back here, was banging its head until the gun went off, right? Until the explosion took place and Shiba Inu made this massive push to the upside. Everything that was present back here is in fact present right here, but it's at a more explosive time. Bigger optics, right? More adoption, closer to the crypto market boom, closer to alt season, right? BTC at a new all-time high. I mean, everything is working in Shiba Inu's favor right now, and it's really showing, like we talked about, the prep for an all-time high run, the prep for these 300% moves that some people are talking about, the prep for this wave 3 for Shiba Inu really exploding and taking off. Now, again, I'm not saying that this is going to be instantaneous. I'm not saying that this is going to be exactly like what took place here in March, but it wouldn't surprise me if Shiba Inu starts moving very quickly, in a very short period of time, or very shortly, sometime in the very short near future. November is kind of that month where, again, alts begin to take up major ground. We can see that already. The monthly for Shiba Inu, if I have this zoomed out, the monthly for Shiba Inu is already up 7%. This is actually building off of a green October. It's building off of a green September. The full reversal is underway. So I have to ask people, what are we really complaining about? I've seen people say, oh, I've been holding for 9 months. Well, guess what? If you've been holding for 9 months, you're in pretty good shape. You were right before the boom. In fact, if you bought back here, if you bought really any time during the bear market cycle, you're in good shape. If you bought during the highs, yeah, it sucks. I get it. But what we should have been doing during that time is dollar cost averaging, accumulating while prices are low. This is not a new thing for the crypto market, guys. This is exactly what market cycles do every single time. This market cycle so far has been no different than prior market cycles, except for BTC setting a new all-time high earlier than it normally does. Besides the introduction of institutional money, which has changed a couple charts like the BTC dominance chart. Other than that, alts are acting the same way as they always do, which means that there is going to be that retail inflow, and they're going to look to assets like Shiba Inu. They're going to look to blue chip coins. They're going to look to ones that they consider to be cheap, which Shiba Inu at 4.01916 looks like a very cheap coin compared to the other assets. And again, it's very accessible on every single exchange in the world. I mean, this is why I said yesterday, name one bad thing in terms of Shiba Inu, and you can't. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. We have the right things taking place. I love that the optics are building right now. Google searches are on the rise, and that's exactly what we need for this big push ahead. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.